Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm just going to plan some colours before we move into the main part of the tutorial. So I'm going to use a nice palette that I've got here, a nice ceramic one. You can pick these up online or in a art shop, and they're really lovely to mix on. So I thought I'd demonstrate on this so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. But if you've just got the plastic one, that's absolutely fine as well. Now, we're going to use lots of different colours in the next tutorial. So I thought let's mix our colours first, and then you'll have lots to choose from on your palette. It's good to have a little practice with your mixing as well. So I've got cobalt chromite blue here. Now, if I add a little bit of yellow into this, it's going to give us a nice sort of tealy green colour. And the more blue we use, the darker it's going to go. Add a little bit more yellow into that. We'll get a nice lighter green. Mix the different green this side there. I've got a couple of different greens there. Then if I use the blue, then we're going to add a lovely splash of rose into this. This is going to give us, we can get nice lavender colours, plum colours, just depends on the ratio of how much pink we add into it. So that's sort of a nice sort of darker purple. Always rinse before you go back into your paints to make sure you keep your paints nice and vibrant. So I've added more rose this time, and now we've got a really rich purple. And then I'm going to add a lot more pink into this next one. That's a lovely sort of fuchsia pink. And if you were to water this down, you'd get a nice sort of lavender if you add a little bit of the blue back in. Sort of becomes a bit of a lavender colour here. There's lots and lots that you can get out of these 6 colours here. Let's just have a think. Yeah, we're going to want a nice yellow, just a yellow on its own as well. Nice and bright. And then we'll have bright pink. And if we have a bit that's more sort of watered down, it's going to give us much lighter pink from there. Keep this bit quite rich. Yeah, that's lovely. We've got our browns as well, if you want to add some brown. Lovely. I think that's a nice mixture that we can play with. We could make a nice sort of orangey colour actually as well. This last little space here. Add a bit more yellow in. There we go. Nice orange. Got some great colours there. So I'm going to change my water. So I start with nice fresh water, and then we're going to move on to the pictures. Okay, so welcome to this tutorial. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be just a bit of fun and a way that you can just loosen up your painting in general. You can practice some wet in wet, but it's mostly for fun and to be a bit random. So if you find that you're very sort of intricate and over worrying a lot of time with painting, which I understand, it can be a bit frustrating if things don't go the way you want. I thought this is a nice breather. This is a nice break to just have some fun and remember why you love painting. So we're going to just be really loose. So I'm going to ask you to just relinquish all control and just go with it with me. So I'm going to sort of paint an invisible hill over here. Like that. Really wet. And then I'm going to just paint in some like circles. And then I'm going to put like a little tail on them. And this won't make sense just yet, but trust me, it will once you start. So I'm going to one there, and maybe one there as well. I'm going to put some in the sky. I'm just doing circles, and I'm sort of giving them a bit of a tail. I've actually just splashed my water over here, so I'm going to make a little circle there. And then I'm going to put a couple up here on my little hill. They're really, really watery. Yeah, I'll just put a couple up there and we'll see what happens. So you've got all your colours on your palette ready, and let's just have a play with it. There's no right or wrong here. The idea is that you sort of just drop your paint in and see where it goes. True wet and wet is that you don't push it around too much. So you drop it in and you let it just do its thing. I'm going to add a bit of yellow in with this one. I'm just dropping it in, and I'm not going to push it around or mess with it. I have got a little bit of a tail there, so I want to add a bit in the tail. There we go, and just let it meet. It's really relaxing to do something completely and utterly different. Right, let's go over here. I'm going to do an orange one now. I tend to be quite a quick painter, so I thought this would be really good for me to just sort of relax and slow down. I'm always in a hurry, always got too much to do. So this is really nice. I'm really, really looking forward to doing this with you. Oh, look at that. Oh, how nice is that? I kind of want to drop something in and then really think, do I want to do anything else to it? I don't want to, overdo it. I might just add the tiniest little bit of blue at the bottom of that. It's almost like when you drop some ink or like a bit of olive oil. It when it doesn't mix with the water, and you get that lovely sort of pooling with it. Oh, that's so nice. Resisting the urge to fiddle, I just want to introduce and then just kind of leave it. This is making me think of marbles. You're a kid, you played with marbles, all different colour ones. Right, so I'm going to put pink here. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Oh, look at that. I'm just touching the surface, to be honest, because there's so much water there. It's just doing it for me. I'm going to pick up some of this purple and do the same. Oh, I've got a little spot, but don't worry about that. We'll leave it. If it's random, I'm going to just leave it there. Oh, I'm overthinking it now. I don't know what colours to put in. Maybe just a little bit of that. Do I want blue in there? I don't know. It's nice how it is. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, you can do whatever you like here. I'm going to go with some green, like a green sort of hill. I do kind of want to paint the hill in here. Just gonna, a little bit of grass. Sort of flick it out from where it's already, the paint is already drying. It gives you more of a natural effect there with the grass. I don't do too much. Just, there we go. Suggestion of a little hill. I'll just dab a bit more in to darken it there. And I want to bring it right up to these guys, but don't really want, oh, the colour's bled a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. There we go. Okay, and now I did some in this. How lovely and wet they all are. Just having a quick look how they're drying. You see how the pink one, it's completely immersed into the hill. Well, that's okay. We'll just leave it to do its thing. I'm just trying to show you just how wet I had this paper. There we are. You can see the sheen there, soaking wet. What you don't want to do is have that temptation of putting a dry brush in there and sort of mopping it up. Just leave it. They're really soaking wet. Don't fiddle. Just let them dry naturally and sort of do their thing. This one's drying beautifully, that orange. And this is what we call the watercolour magic, when they're literally just doing their own thing. Really important. Sky. Tilt my paper so I can see where they are. So I've got a little one there. I'm going to do big pink. Oh, look at that. He's got a little tails on these, so I'll do the little tails as well. I can put a yellow one. There's one there. So you're not painting in, you're just sort of dabbing it in and letting it do its thing. Just going to get a bit more of the neat blue. I've got a very diluted blue, but I haven't got actual like neat blue. And this one's quite runny. We'll use that for the blue. Just see. It's becoming all very blue, that one. Just drop a bit of purple in to mix him up a bit. Like that. Got another. Just re-wet that one because I can't really see him that much. Okay, and I'm going to do pink. Yeah. Maybe a little. I don't want the orange in there. Maybe some green. Just have some fun with it. Oh, looks like an ice cream swirl. Okay, that's a bit of a crazy one. We'll leave that. Now, when you've got all of these on, I'm just going to add a little bit more paint in there. That's a bit wishy-washy. Oh, it's not wishy-washy now. Okay, I'm going to put a bit of pepper in that one as well. And then let's just leave this to dry and see what happens. I'm actually not liking that. There we go. I'm just going to mess him up a little bit more. I'm going to introduce a little bit of water into that one as well. I'm not supposed to fiddle with it too much. A little bit more blue in there, I think, would be nice. Just a bit more blue. That's it, and then I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, leave this to completely dry, and then all will become clear what we're actually doing. Now we can have a lot of fun. I've got a couple of different sized pens here. You can use anything. You can use biro pen, anything that you have at home, or what's provided with your kit. And I'm just going to show you they have different thicknesses. Some of them can be, really, really thick. So if you buy like a set of waterproof pens, you can get different thicknesses. So if you really enjoy doing this and you want to have a bit more of a play, you can get a little set of pens. You could use a Sharpie pen, I mean. If you've got one of those kicking around at home, you can use different colours, completely up to you. Right, so this is my thinnest one, and this is my thicker one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have some fun now. These lovely colours, how they've dried, look at the lovely natural watercolour magic going on. It looks like a marble, and this bit looks like it's giving it that kind of shine look to it. Really pretty. So how some of these have dried. This one's lovely. I like how this one's kind of splodged into the hill. This one didn't work so well. I think I dropped, I didn't put brown in there, but it's gone a bit browny. I should have left this one alone, you see. And these ones, because they were really watery, I've got more of a stronger pigment on the outside, almost like an outline. And others, you can see it's sort of starting to bleed a bit more. But the ones where it was richer pigment, they've worked the best. Okay, so I'm going to give these little guys some legs. And this is where we can just have a little bit of fun. They look like they are looking up. Give them a couple of little eyes here. You can have some wings. Whatever you want to do. This is something you could do with kids, grandchildren. And just have a little bit of fun, really. Give him a bit of character with his legs sticking out. And a little wing. So they're looking up at these guys up here, who are flying up high. You might be looking right down there, look. His little legs. This guy's just looking at what they're doing. And I just love the randomness of it. You don't have to plan it. Let's come back down to this guy. Where is he looking? Is he going to be looking at them? Is he looking up here? Is he looking down? Maybe we'll get him to be looking at these guys. Here we go. And we've got some funny old blobs here. Yeah. And he's got a little friend on this one. They're flying a bit close together there. Maybe they're holding hands. And this guy, he's flying as well. His legs out, so he looks like he's going whoosh. And I think these little guys are having a little cuddle. I'll turn that into his little tail. There. That's cute. There you go. So you've got these fun little birds flying. A couple of guys looking up on the hill, and these little chaps down here having a look up. The possibilities are endless once you start doing just loose painting, and then you can use your pen and ink just to make it quirky, a bit whimsical, and have some fun. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.